Sorry.
All right. We are ready to go. Okay. You guys, welcome to our Founders Club Zoom. If you guys could just mute yourselves, or
I got it.
Are you going to mute me too?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So, you guys, welcome to our Founders Club Zoom. We are so excited to be back here with you guys. As most of you guys know, Stacy, Melissa, and I, we were all on the we were on the 10th anniversary cruise that Singular offered to us a few years back. We all re-earned it, and so we celebrated that along with the people who earned the 50K getaway. And it is amazing, you guys. It is an all paid for two people, all expenses paid trip for two, 7 nights, 8 days on a cruise ship, on a massive cruise ship. I was able to buy my family back in and take them with me. And I'm telling you, it was the trip of a lifetime. I think it kind of ruined me because I don't think my kids are ever going to let me go anywhere without them again, because they saw how they're treated. They've been to events, but they had never been on one of these trips, and they were treated just like they earned it, just like everybody else. They got the swag, they got to do the excursions. It was priceless. So, you know, that this has been a dream of mine for 10 years. So I'm a dreamer, but I'm not one to give up on myself. And so that's something that we're going to focus on tonight. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for these things to come into fruition, but this is your story. It is your journey. And so, like we were talking about, we have 39 or 40 participants on here. I know it's growing. I know a lot of people are going to watch the replay, but you guys, we started with over 500 people in this group. So I want you guys to be proud of yourselves, to pat yourselves on the back. And, you know, we are so proud of you guys for still being here. And still joining us and still jumping on to listen to all this stuff that we have to say to you. So we are very grateful that you guys are sticking it out. First things first, I know we are almost at the end of the second quarter for Founders Club. So I want you to drop in the chat what your Founders Club points are right now, if you have any unique accounts right now. And I'm going to tell you something, okay? I don't care if you only have one Founders Club point. You guys still have a lot of time. So if you are giving up on yourself, if you are thinking this is not going to work, I can introduce you to people that have earned this in a lot faster time than what we have left. So please don't give up on yourself. Please don't compare your journey to anyone else's. You never know when it's your season, right? You never know when it's going to come. You never know when it's your time. And so make sure that you're not giving up on yourself, okay? Let's see. I made some notes because I have been all over the place. I am way all over the place tonight. So you guys, I want to talk about tonight one of the main topics on the cruise. And this was powerful. I am telling you, the first morning we are there, we all go into a room because they have to have a meeting, right? They have to get us all together. It's fun. Don't let that get you down. It's so fun. But we got to listen to everybody's singular story. And some of us, I mean, I've been here almost 13 years. There's been people that have been here since the very beginning. There's been people that have been here for a year, maybe for 3 years, maybe for 6 years. It's all different, okay? Totally different. I see Rosie on here. That was powerful. Absolutely it was, Rosie, because here's what we heard. We heard the same thing from almost everybody. Everybody is struggling. Everybody is struggling. There were people that stood in front of that room that had earned this trip 2 years ago, and they said, you know what? I don't feel like I deserve to be here because of X, Y, and Z, right? Because of what's happening. I'm just going to tell you, we are all in the same boat together, you guys. The whole company is down. Do not get frustrated with yourself. The only reason I am still here is because I didn't quit. I had so many reasons to quit. I had so many ups and downs. I had so many, reasons why this wasn't going to work for me or wasn't working anymore. But I just didn't give up on myself, right? I know we have products that completely change lives. If the products have changed your world in any way, put it in the comments. Okay, put it in the comments. I know they have because I know most of your stories. Okay, so I know that. If the opportunity has changed your life in any way, if you have made $1 from this, you know this works. Okay. You know, the opportunity works. You know, corporate is stable. We are giving up on ourselves too soon, which is why there is only 46 people on this Zoom right now, because people give up too soon. They think it's just one more thing. They think they don't have time. They think that their points are down, so they don't deserve to be on here. They think that they're not going to earn Founders Club, so it's not going to work for them, right? You guys are here. That is powerful right there. So this is normal. This is totally normal to be frustrated. It's totally normal to go up and down. It's a season, and this is a storm. And we're going to talk about that, or they're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But I want you guys to think about something. So I want you to go back to any event that you've attended, whether it be with your church, whether it be a singular event, whether it be, maybe some kind of motivational speaker, maybe something that you've watched on YouTube, some kind of a story, someone that has shared their story. I want you to take your mind back to that. And I want you to ask yourself, why did this stick out to me? Okay, why did that certain thing stick out to you? And just think about that while I'm kind of talking about this for a minute. But if I were to come on here and I were to say, hey guys, oh my gosh, business is amazing right now. I started, and every single person I talked to signed up, and every single person I talked to did the X Advanced. And I hit my quick start, and then my double quick start, and I hit manager the third day in the business, and then I hit silver manager my first month, and then I hit gold manager. You guys see where I'm going with this? If it was all sunshine and rainbows, you would never inspire a soul. Never. Do you guys agree with me there? If you think back to those stories that stuck out to you the most, that you were the most inspired by, think about why. It's probably because they went through a heck of a storm, or 2 storms, or 3 storms, or 4 storms. Okay. They went through something that changed them. They went through something, they persevered, and they came out stronger at the end. But the problem is, so many people get lost in their storm, and then they decide, you know what, I'm going to just go ahead and let all this stuff go that I worked so hard for, because it's not working for me right now. Because we are all dealing with something, you guys. Some people's frustrations are stuff totally out of their control, and it's stuff that they personally can't handle and they can't fix. And that's hard. That is really hard. But you will never help someone get through their struggles if you don't ever struggle yourself. You will never inspire someone with your story if you do not ride this roller coaster that we are all on. You will never inspire someone. And if somebody gets up at the convention in a couple weeks in Vegas and they're like, you know what, everything has just been just wonderful, and I've never had a struggle, and I've never went backwards in points, and I've never done this and never done that, you would leave so frustrated and uninspired. So remember, this is your personal journey, no matter what you're going through right now. It is your personal journey, and you are going through it so that you can inspire someone at the end. Okay, do not forget that. But don't get lost in the middle either. Because some people get lost and then they're just wading water. They're like just struggling, their little legs are just paddling and they're like, I just can't handle it anymore. Use the community. Use these beautiful people that you see on this Zoom. Use your singular family to help you get through. Okay, we are all here to help each other get through. But do you guys realize that you're never going to know good without going through bad, right? You never know happy without going through sad. Think about it. It's like a double-edged sword, right? You're never going to know victory without losing. Sometimes, you're not always going to hit your goal, but you have to learn to handle it. You have to learn how to get through it so that you can help other people. You're never going to know joy without pain. And everything you're going through is going to make you stronger. And that just doesn't have to be with singular. Okay? Because most of the things that we struggle with are seriously right here in our head. It is right here and it is stuck. And we're just like, okay, what do we do next? What do we do next? And sometimes we just try to fight to get through the day, and that's okay. There's been many a days I've done that, but don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. And remember, you are going to inspire people by what you're going through. You'll be amazed at who God is going to put into your path from your own journey, from what you had to go through. There's going to be people placed in your path and you'd never know how to relate to them. You'd never know how to help them. You'd never know how to inspire them if you don't go through it yourself. So that's something that I try to remember, that I'm here. I go through what I go through. I'm sometimes in sticky, deep mud, but I'm going through that for a reason. Okay. So don't forget that. But everything you go through is making you stronger, you guys. But so many people quit when it comes to growth. That's why people are always starting over. Okay. Don't give up on yourself and have to start over. If you're sick of starting over, stop giving up. Seriously, even if you're just going slow, even if you're just doing the motions, here and there, just don't give up on that. You guys, nothing has changed with our company. Yes, things are a little sluggish. Yes, people are a little down. We had this huge boom in 2020. It was going to be the next big thing. A lot of you guys, you made it through Ship Happens. If you guys were not here at that time, I'm just going to tell you, good on you, because it was so hard. Our company grew 600% in 3 months. Guess what? The world shut down. People weren't shipping. We couldn't even get the mail system to work. We couldn't get the UPS system to work. And we lived through Ship Happens. A lot of people quit. A lot of people with a lot of potential quit. Okay. Some people are coming back because they saw that we persevered through that. That is not a bad problem to have, to grow that much in that short of time. But it was when we weren't ready and the world was not cooperating. Okay, that was the hard part there. But you guys, nothing has changed with our company. The products are amazing. The comp plan has not let us down. Please remember, this is your journey. Okay, whatever frustration you're going through right now, I'm just going to tell you right now, when you get done with that and you come out on the other end, there's going to be another one. Okay. Have any of you guys, when my first time speaking at one of the conventions, I played the song from Miley Cyrus, the Climb. That's what it's called. And I'm going to post it in this group. And I expect every single one of you guys to listen to that song when we're done with this Zoom, because it is so true. Don't look at her. I can't stand her, but you can listen to the words or read the words or whatever you got to do, because that song is so true. There's always going to be another mountain. There's always going to be something else in your way, but it's all about the climb. The climb is your journey. You are never going to be excited to be an executive if you don't enjoy being a manager, and then a silver manager, and then a gold manager. Because guess what? When you get to executive, it's a huge jump to silver executive. Okay, you've got to enjoy every step of the way. And remember to have fun with this. If you are not having fun, you are doing it wrong. And I don't know how many people I told that to in the last 2 weeks. If you're not having fun with this, you are doing it wrong. This is a fun business. You get to change lives. You get to empower people. You get to share your story. You get to become healthier. You get to earn all of these cool things. So this is all part of your journey. So don't stop, you guys. Don't stop posting. Don't stop being consistent. Don't stop talking to people. Just don't quit. Don't stop being active in your team pages. That's another huge thing. You got to show up, do all you can to get to the event in Las Vegas in 4 weeks. We want to see you guys there. We want to rub shoulders with you guys there. We want to feel our tanks. We always talk about at our house, people love tanks. Like my kids' love tanks are super full, so they never have to go out looking anywhere else, right? Because their love tanks are so full. That's also something that Singular does for me. When I get to see you guys, when I get to hug you guys, when I get to get pictures with you guys, when we get to rub shoulders with you guys, seriously, that will fill your tank. So be present. Do those things, and I promise you, it's going to be more fun, and you're going to absolutely love it. So I'm going to post the song in there, and I expect all of you guys to please listen. Close your eyes and listen if you have to. Read the words and tell me what you think of that, because it is a very, very powerful song, and this journey is your climb. So you're just on your way up a mountain right now. If you guys are at the top, congratulations. I'm coming to catch you, because my mountain, I'm still climbing my mountain right now, or one of my mountains right now. But Melissa, I think you're next. I'm going to turn it to you.
Yeah, wow, mic drop right there. I'm going to be really vulnerable with you guys tonight, and I'm going to tell you something that we haven't told anybody yet. We're building this house. We've been building this house for 2 years. I don't know if everybody follows me. we have gone through a lot of crap, and it has been the most stressful thing I've ever gone through in my life. Today, we decided to burn the house down. We're just going to quit. We're not going to finish building it. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to burn the house down, and we're just going to walk away from it. No, I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? Why would I quit when the end is so close, when the end of this stressful time and the end of this storm is, and I almost made somebody pass out. But seriously, I mean, the end of this storm that we have been in, I can see the end. Why in the world would we quit now? Why would we not just keep going just a little further in order to enjoy this house and enjoy everything we've worked for, and make all the valleys and this whole storm worth it? You know, it's the same thing with your business. The light's right there. We're almost there. When things don't go the way you expect them to, when people send their systems back, when no one's responding to your post, and hang on. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. Can y'all see me? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you're back.
I have it on Do Not Disturb, and somebody called me. I was on a roll too. But when people aren't responding to you, when you're in all of these chats and no one's signing up, and it's not going your way, and your people are walking away, and your people aren't working, and are you going to quit? Because that's your choice. Your choice is you keep going or you quit. There's no stepping back. Like it's not black or it's there's no gray. It's black or white. You either keep going or you quit. But y'all, we're at the end of this valley. This is when we need to start rallying, and we need to start getting something rising up in us to get this excitement going again. You've got to push through. You've got to keep going. You got to find a way around the storm. Even if you've got to plow straight through the storm's going to pass. The valleys, you don't stay in a valley. You go through the valley. There's blue skies ahead. This house is going to be built. I think I'm going to be in it in about 3 weeks. God willing, I've been working on this. Y'all know the journey. I've invited you all in to my journey with this. So there's no way I'm going to quit now. There's no way I'm going to quit on my Singular business. And I told y'all I was going to be really vulnerable with you. And I have a rank of executive, and I know Stacy's going to talk about this later on too, but the last 3 months I have hit silver director, which is a big blow. It's a big blow to my income. It's a big blow to my mental state. It's a big blow to my emotional state. It's hard. It's hard when you have been on this big mountain and you feel like it's just like Kristi was talking about. You feel like you're in this underwater and you can't, you just keep clawing. And, the only thing you can do is climb. The only thing you can do is climb your way back up. And like I've told y'all this for years, if I have to start over 100 more times, I'll start over 100 more times, because I still believe in Singular. I still believe in these products. I still believe in this compensation plan. I still believe in the corporate team, that they've got our best interest at heart. And I still believe in every single one of you. I still believe that these people are my family, y'all. So you've got to believe in the company, because this is what's going to get you through this storm. You got to believe in the company, and you've got to believe that you can have anything that you can put on a dream board through Singular. Anything that you can fathom up in your head that you can put on a dream board. You've got to believe that this is going to give it to you. You've got to believe that you can help others become what they want to be. You've got to believe that even though some days it feels like you're working more than what you're getting in return, at some point it's going to shift, and you're going to make more, and you're going to be able to give others more than you can even comprehend. But you've got to believe the storm's going to pass, and that if you do what you're supposed to do every single day, that you're going to succeed. And you often have to, you also got to be the person that motivates, because guess what? If you're feeling like that, can you imagine what your team's feeling like? And if they don't have somebody that believes in them and that believes and is excited and is positive and is oozing positivity, then how in the world are they going to climb? Because they don't believe as much as you. You see what I'm saying? If they're under you, you've got more belief than they do. So somebody's got to take the reins, and somebody has got to be the one that leads this charge on your team. And it needs to be you. You are the ones that showed up. You. If you're on this Zoom, you showed up. You're the leader. You're the one that's going to take charge. You're the one that's going to bring the excitement, and you're the one that's going to make the change. You're the one that's going to take this to the next level, and you're going to bring people with you. Everybody behind you, you're the one that's going to bring them up, and they're going to follow right in your footsteps, because you're. And who did I hear the other day? I heard, it was I did a reel, and it was a guy that, this is what he said. And this didn't have anything to do with what I was going to talk to him, but this is so powerful. It said, if you had $1 million right now, would it change your life? If I were to give you $1 million right now, would it change your life? Yes or no? Shake your heads. Okay. If I give you $10 million, if I gave you $10 million right now, would that completely change your life? So if I gave you $10 million, but you can't wake up tomorrow, what's more important? So why doesn't waking up change your life if it's worth more than $10 million? You wake up every single day. Why does that not get you as excited as if I handed you $10 million? Because you just said you'd rather wake up than have the $10 million. So why doesn't that get your butt fired up? Why don't you have so much excitement that you freaking woke up that you're just oozing it? You're so excited just to have that day, because it's worth more than $10 million. You just said it. If you get as excited about waking up every single day as you would if somebody handed you $10 million, you would have people following you. You would have people couldn't wait to be a part of your team because of how excited you are every single day. That's big, y'all. You know, when you look at, when you change your perspective and change your stinking thinking and all your woe is me's and I can't and I won't and it's not going to happen to me. And, you know, when you change all that stinking thinking, that's when change happens. When you start getting out of your own head, because that's where all the doubt, and that's where all you're your own worst enemy. You know, you block you from your own dreams. Everybody else believes in you. You're the one that blocks it. So you've also got to be better because of the storm. And it's just like Kristi was talking about. There's going to be somebody that comes in your path, and you're going to be able to look them in the eye and say, you know what, you're going to get through it. And you know how I know that? Because I was in the exact same place as you and I got through it. And look how much better I am now. And you're going to be the same thing. I am your future because I've been where you're at. But if you didn't go through the storms, you know, how would you be able to tell somebody that? And how would you be able to help somebody persevere and help somebody have that stickability? You know, there's peaks and there's valleys and there's blue skies and there's beautiful days and there's storms. And there's days when you feel like you're hitting your head against a brick wall, but it's in the hard times. Like now, when, you know, over the last few months is when you learn to persevere. You stuck it out. You're on this Zoom. Y'all, be so proud of that. I'm so proud of all of y'all for doing that. But every single hard time, it is just a stepping stone. You never stay there. You always go through the valleys. And you know what? Sometimes there's even a rainbow at the end of those storms. And you know what's at the end of the rainbow. What's at the end of the rainbow? Hey! So look for your rainbow because the storm's almost over, y'all. Tomorrow, we have got a huge promo. We have got a BOGO day. And if you get excited about the BOGO day, like you'd get excited about me handing you $10 million, tomorrow, your life's going to change. Tomorrow, your business is going to change. It doesn't matter that there's 3 products. Think outside the box. Figure out a way to use that promo to change everything. Figure out a way to use that promo to get quick starts, to get the 40% commission signing up distributors. Figure out a way to do the things that you want to do. Get out of your own head. Quit with the disbelief. Because that's saying, I promise you, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. That is so true every single time. Because if you think you can't, you may as well get off this page because you're wasting your time. But if you think you can, there's nothing that can stop you other than you. And that wasn't even what I was going to talk about tonight. And Stacy and Kristi are probably like, what the heck? Yeah, this is not even the notes. But, Kristi all had me like, what, all this other kind of stuff. It's right now it's hard. Building a business is hard. Doing all these things is hard. Doing the IPAs every day, watching people walk away, all that is hard. But what's also hard is watching somebody else go to Jamaica and you're watching it through a phone. That's hard. So choose your hard. But I'm going to tell you something right now. You can do hard things. Let me tell you something. I'm doing hard right now. I came back from the cruise and I've had the most stress. I mean, when I was telling you about the most stressful 6 months of my life, it's the most stressful 6 months of my life. And guess what? I am a stress eater. Those 2 things did not go well for me. I'm just saying, did not go well for me. And I worked really hard last year and I did really good being a product of the product. And then all this happened with the house and I screwed up. I'm human. I screwed up and I gave in to all the stress and the eating and stuff. But guess what? I started Monday. And it's hard. It's hard going from, trying to stick to something when all I want is every time something happens is to grab a bag of Oreos. I mean, it's hard. I'm choosing my hard though. Choosing my hard because I can do hard things just like you can. We're all the same. And everybody's going to Jamaica. I want you to put in here if you're going to Jamaica. And you truly believe you're going to Jamaica. And there should be 53 comments. How many people are still on here? 50, I can't read. 56, 58. 58 comments.
And Melissa,
what?
How much have you lost in this week when you got your mind right?
It's Monday, y'all.
Say it again.
8.2 pounds since Monday. And I only gained 2.5 on the cruise. So I'm very happy. So, yes. But I love y'all. And I believe in all of you. I believe in every single one of you. And this storm is almost over. Let's make it be over now. Tomorrow's a whole new day. And oh, y'all, this could be the game changer. Get excited. Start getting excited tonight. Get your team fired up. Use the project broadcast. Send out as many messages as your little finger. Look, I'm not even kidding. Can y'all see my finger? It's got, well, hang on. I got to show y'all this because it's deformed again. And you know why? Because I've been working today. Look at my finger. You see how deformed it is from holding that phone? That's ridiculous. But it just happens. But work. If you want it, work for it. It's not going to fall out of the sky. And you wishing for it is not going to put anything into action. You're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to spend the time and you're going to have to go like you've never gone before and start tonight and get your team on board because they're going to see your excitement. I'm going to turn it over to Stacy.
Well, I feel like I'm in the church. I don't know about anybody else. So guys, we agreed we were going to be vulnerable this evening. So I am just going to open up and say this. The higher you climb, the further you fall, because I am titled a silver executive, but that is not where my points are at. In January, I hit all the way down to director level. And when I mean director level, I don't mean platinum director, gold director, silver director. I mean director in January. Okay. And they haven't grown silver the last couple of months or last month. So we all feel the pain that you're experiencing. Okay. It's not just you. It's not just your team. It's everyone. And like Kristi and Melissa have said, this is a storm we've got to weather. We're all in the same boat. We're all going through the same storm together, and we're going to come out stronger when we weather it together and we do it together. So if you guys are taking notes, I want you to write this down. Easy times create weak people. Hard times create strong people. Okay, I want you every morning, I want you to wake up and I want you to read that back to yourself, because we are all in a place that is hard right now. But these hard moments are good for us. Okay. We don't want them. We never want hard moments in our life, but we've all had hard moments. And we know that once we get through the other side, we are so much stronger. We are so much knowledgeable about things. Our mindset's much better. And like Melissa said, we can take this experience and learn so much from it that when another team member that comes in at some point down the road starts experiencing some hard things, we can say, we understand. We do. We've been there. But you've got to be strong enough to weather this storm, go through these hard times, to be that next step leader that we all know you can be, because that is where leadership is created, is in the hard, tough times. And I know Melissa lost people during Ship Happens. I know Kristi did. I know a lot of other leaders did. And I'm absolutely sure each and every one of you lost what you felt was some really good distributors during that time. And it was because they did not have the mindset to be able to weather the storm. And I'm telling you right now, each and every one of you that's on here live, that's watching the recording, you are all strong enough to weather this storm, because you've already, in my opinion, you've already made it through the tough parts of the storm. I truly believe we're on the back end of this storm, and we know what happens on the back end of the storm. Skies slowly start clearing up, and we've got sunny days ahead. And I truly believe that. But you've got to continue putting in the work. One of the easiest things to do is when things get tough is to walk away. That's the easiest thing to do. Let's be honest. Just hang it up and say, no, I don't want to do it. But what is that going to benefit you? What is it going to benefit you? Nothing. And your team, they're watching you. Whether you think they are or not, they are watching you, and they are going to take your lead. Okay. They look up to you as being their leader. It's not necessarily Melissa, Kristi, me, some other executive, some other ambassador in the company. They look up to you. You are their leader. And if they see you laying down and not doing anything, guess what they're going to do? The exact same thing. But if they see you showing up, they see you in team trainings, whether it be in person, whether it be team trainings that Singular does, whatever it might be. They see you showing up to those things, that's going to inspire them to show up. Okay. If you've got team members that used to show up and not do things and they're not doing it, and reach out to them. Reach out to them. Have that phone call. Have that conversation. Say, tell me where your head is. Talk to me. Because guess what? It's probably about the same place yours is, but they don't want to talk about it because they think maybe that you're not having those same struggles. And it is perfectly fine to talk to your team about the struggles, because that way they do not feel like that they're doing something wrong or they're missing something, because we're all going through it. They need to realize you're going through it with them. And that is so powerful when your team can look up to you and they can say, Melissa, I see what you're doing. I see what you're going through. I know that you're struggling, but I see you working. I see you showing up. I see you doing the things. I see you on Facebook, on your page, on Instagram, on your stories. I see you being on the leaderboard. I see you getting Founders Club points. When your team sees you working through the hard times, they're going to work through the hard times. So don't look at this and say, okay, nothing's going on right now for me, so I'm just going to take a step back and I'm not going to work as hard. That is the exact opposite that you need to be doing. You've got to work through the storm. You have to. Another thing you want to put more time into is your personal growth. This was something I was not going to train on, but let me tell you, if you do not dig into personal growth and feed your mind with positive stuff, then you are going to be, you're not going to be the leader that your team needs you to be, especially right now. And if you need something to listen to, look up Ed Milet. He's somebody that I've been listening to a lot here recently. There's a lot of other good speakers out there to listen to, but Ed Milet is a good one. You can just go on YouTube and search Ed Milet. He's got a bunch of YouTube videos on there. He's got some books out there if you want to read them or listen to them. But just 20 to 30 minutes a day will really help your mindset. And I'm telling you, you don't only need it, your team needs it. Your team needs to see you showing up through the hard times. I cannot emphasize that enough. This is something I tell my team a lot. I know a few of them on here. I saw Tessa on here just a minute ago. But there's times in your life and in your business, you've got to work hard and be patient. And right now is one of those times. You've got to work hard and be patient, trust the process, know that it works, because it does. It works. But if you're not working hard right now and you're not trusting the process and you're not doing the things, when this storm clears, there's going to be two types of distributors, or two things that's going to happen to distributors. If they're working hard and putting in the activities and doing their daily stuff now, they're going to really grow and really explode at the end of this. The distributors that are just sitting back and saying, well, I'm going to wait for the storm to clear and wait for things to pick up, and then I'll start getting back into it. Guess what? It's not going to happen for those people. They're going to have the momentum really stop and to the point where they're going to struggle getting things going again because they've not been working. But for you guys that are here and watching the recording, I know you guys are working and putting it in. Make sure your team is. Make sure your team is doing the same things that you're doing and working hard and putting in the effort now when these times are tough. Let me see if there's anything else. I think it might be it. But guys, I cannot stress enough. You've got to trust the process. We believe in you. We know that you guys are going to be in Jamaica. There is no doubt about it. We're going to be climbing Dunn River Falls next January, starting at the bottom. Melissa's shaking her head no. She's climbing it with us. She is. We're going to start the bottom, climb all the way to the top of that waterfall. And when we get up, we're going to celebrate together, because guess what? It's going to be a tough thing to do. I've climbed it. It's not easy. It's fun, but it's not an easy climb. But you will get at the top and you will just celebrate that you just climbed Dunn River Falls. So guys, that's it. We love you all. Have a great night. Have a great week. Keep grinding it out, because it is worth it and you are worth it. We love you. And as always, God bless.
I'm going to celebrate from the bottom looking up.
No, you're not. No,
I
you're not.
will as well. I'll be on the beach in a chair with the sand.
Nope.
And I'll
nope.
hold your drink, Stacy,
nope.
until you get down.
Nope. Team effort. We're doing it.
I'm terrified of heights like that.
I'm terrified of that. I've done it before, and I'm going to watch from the bottom.
No. If Kristi's done it, she's not going back. Then
Right, I'll go with you guys.
I
love you guys.
Love y'all. Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Good night, Melissa. Good night, everyone.